YouTube just doubled the watch hours you need to qualify for ad revenue. Freak out. Creators are angry as hell about this, but I think YouTube made the right decision. Watch this video. See, here's the interesting part. Well, I don't even have 1,000 watch hours myself, so I'm not saying this from some giant monetized channel looking down at everybody else and trying to get in. I'm below the old 4,000 requirement myself, but I still think this is good. Let me explain why. It was 4,000 watch hours. It still is that. Starting February 1st, 2027, for new creators who want YouTube advertising revenue sharing, it's 8,000. And apparently a lot of creators are really upset about this. I've been following this, as probably you have as well. But I'm not upset, because I think a lot of people are building YouTube completely backwards. They're starting a channel, they're checking subscribers every morning, they're staring at the watch hour counter like 3,100, 3,400, 3,700, and they're desperately trying to get to the next level, that magic number where YouTube finally says, you are monetized, congratulations, now we'll give you some ad revenue. But here's my question. Is that really the business you're trying to build? And there's something else, getting lost in all the outrage over this. YouTube didn't eliminate the earlier entry point into the partner program. See, at 500 subscribers, eligible creators can still get access to the things like channel memberships, super thanks, super chat, and shopping. So what's getting harder is qualifying for YouTube's advertising revenue share. That's the critical point. That's an important distinction, because people are talking about this like YouTube suddenly said, hey, small creators can't make money anymore. That's not what has happened here. They just raised the bar for sharing advertising revenue. And frankly, I don't think that's unreasonable. Think about what YouTube is giving us. You're getting access to one of the biggest audiences on the planet for free. You can sit in your office, you can sit in your car, your backyard, whatever, make a video, upload it, and potentially have thousands or even millions of people that discover you for obviously the larger channels. That's incredible. And we're complaining because YouTube wants you to prove that people actually want to watch your stuff before they share advertising revenue with you. Well, I say, come on. And yes, 8,000 is harder than 4,000. It's going to take me years at this point. Of course it is, but I say good. Maybe that means we have to make better videos. How about them apples? Maybe the hook needs to be better. Maybe the title needs to be better. I'm testing every week on my channel. Maybe the content needs to actually hold people's attention. And maybe instead of uploading 47 AI-generated garbage videos, hoping that one of them goes viral, you actually have to make something somebody wants to watch. That's not bad for YouTube. That's good for all. That's good for the entire ecosystem, and certainly it's good for advertisers. It's good for viewers. And ultimately, I think it's good for serious creators. And again, I say all of this as somebody who has currently way under 1,000 watch hours. I've also made hundreds of videos over the years. So why am I still doing this? Well, because I'm playing a different game. I'm taking the long-term view. The primary purpose of my channel isn't to get an AdSense check. I'm building my brand. I'm building an audience. Audiences are key. I'm developing trust, authority, a library of content that shows people how I think, what I know, and how I approach business, marketing, and AI for the Practical AI channel here. And that has value long before YouTube sends me $1. In fact, when I'm talking to prospective clients, I'll reference my YouTube channel in between the conversations, because think about what happens. Someone considering hiring me or our agency can go there and see hundreds of videos. They can hear me talk, they can hear how I think, they can see what I know. They can spend 20 minutes with me, or 2 hours, or 10 hours before they ever hire my company. That's an authority builder, and it positions me and my company as a leading voice in the marketplace. So how much is that worth? To me, potentially a lot more than whatever YouTube might pay me for 1,000 views. That's why I'm willing to keep publishing. I'm building an asset, because here's the bigger thing nobody seems to be talking about. Let's say you finally get your 8,000 hours, great. Now what? You turn on AdSense, maybe you make 200, maybe 500, eventually 1,000 a month. That's a nice car payment plus, right? Great. I'll take the money, but meanwhile, what happened to all those people who watched your videos? Did any of them join your email list? Did they download something? Did they book a call? Did they join your community? Did they buy your course? Maybe your software, your consulting, huge. Your services, your product. That's the back end. And that's where I think creators should be spending a lot more of their time. Imagine 2 YouTube channels. Creator number 1 gets 100,000 views and makes $500 from YouTube AdSense. Creator number 2 gets only 10,000 views, but 300 of those become people on the email list. 20 become qualified prospects, and 3 become clients. Those 3 clients generate $15,000 in this example. Which channel would you rather be on? I would want to own the second one. This is what I'm building. And I'll do it all day long, because that's a business. And here's the reality of this. It's kind of a strange part here. You don't even have to wait until you monetize to do that. You can have 200 subscribers and sell something. You can have 500 subscribers and generate leads. You can have 700 subscribers and land a consulting client. YouTube doesn't have to give you permission to build a business. That's my point here. And I think that's exciting. That's the mindset shift. So start asking, how quickly can I become valuable? Because if you're valuable enough that people voluntarily spend 8,000 hours watching you, you probably build something. And if you're building something people actually want, the monetization threshold eventually becomes irrelevant. You'll cross it. The ad revenue shows up. Great. Well, take the money, hire an editor, improve your thumbnails, buy better equipment. By the way, I bought some new equipment. This works great. Test better formats. Put the money right back into making the channel better. Use AdSense as fuel. Don't make it the destination because YouTube owns the platform. YouTube controls the ad inventory. YouTube controls the revenue share. But you control something much more important. This is the relationship that you build with your audience. That is the asset. Your email list, your customers, your community, your reputation, your products, your business. And in my case, hundreds of videos that help establish who I am, what our company does. And this is way before I ever get on a call with somebody. Those things become worth a lot more than a monthly AdSense check. So yes, YouTube doubled the requirement, and I'm completely fine with it. And remember, I haven't even hit 1,000 watch hours myself. I'm affected by this too, but I'm not going anywhere, because I'm not building my business for next month's AdSense check. I'm building it for the next several years. Make the barrier harder. Reward creators who can actually hold attention. Reduce some of the garbage, AI slop, right? Give advertisers a better environment and force creators, including me, to get better. I'm learning. This is not a magic press a button and everything works. Because if another 4,000 watch hours is enough to make you quit, I don't think YouTube ruined your business. I think you were building the wrong business in the first place. You were chasing a monetization badge, and that's very different from building something valuable. I want to thank you for watching. This is Jan. If you're new to my channel, welcome. For existing viewers, absolutely welcome. Like this, share it, subscribe. It helps everybody, including me.